All right, our next speaker, if you would please put your attention over here, is Dr. Sofia Santiago. The audience loved her yesterday. You're going to enjoy Dr. Sofia Santiago.
Mario wanted to have sex with me. Me quería cuchiplanchar el café. And somebody said, who's Mario? Good question, right? So we're going to go back to when I was in my 20s. I'm going to bring you back in time to tell you this story. And it's a true story. All the stories that I will tell you today and that are in my books, all of them are true stories. So back then, I started a training company in Mexico City where I was born, and it grew really quickly. So we taught people how to use computers. You know, back then, when computers started and everybody was afraid, that's what I did. So the company grew really quickly. Mario was the HR director for a big bank and my only client. So we used to go, you know, in Mexico you go to lunch, you have a couple of drinks, right? And one day, we were chatting, and he started being very nice. And he said, well, I really enjoy working with you. I'd like to get to know you better. And, you know, we could have a good relationship, and you'll keep getting good business from me. So I was young, but I was not stupid, right? So it's really clear. Me quería cuchiplanchar. But I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. At that point, I had already bought 2 buildings, so with mortgages. I had already bought, and I was paying for them, 120 computers to the rooms where I did the training. I already had 60 employees. And for the computers, we had mouses or mice with really nice pink plush covers that back then I thought were adorable. So I really couldn't sleep for days. I really couldn't. I didn't know what to do. I was not going to risk losing my only client. And I know that was stupid. I know that was stupid, but I did anyway, because he kept asking me more, giving me more work. That's why I grew so fast that I didn't have time to diversify my clientele. Big mistake. No pongas los huevos. Donde no debes. So I really didn't know what to do. And I didn't tell anybody. Who was I want to tell? I actually thought of asking my abuelita. You know, they are the ones that have the good advice. Isn't it true, your grandmothers? And I know that if I had asked her, she would have offered to help. No, yeah, she found Mario very attractive. So what I needed to do was to confront Mario. What I needed to do was have a difficult conversation with Mario. So before I ask you a question, join me in this bidirectional conversation. I'm not going to be talking to you. We're going to be having a conversation. So this is what you do. My beautiful assistant, Denise, gave you a bookmark. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to look at the back, and there are 3 QR codes. You're going to grab your phone, your smartphone, and you're going to open your camera application and point at the bottom QR code that says Session Slides. Got it? Okay, when you're there, just say, yay! Wow, those relaxing things really work. Really? Is that the energy in the room right now? Okay, let's try another one. Yay! And you're looking at me like, I'm not going to jump. Yay! Now, you can do something more manly. You go, ah. Whatever you need to do. No? You're good? Okay, perfect. Are you with me now? Okay, so here's my question to you, and you're going to answer with your phone. My question to you is, what would you have done? But before you vote, if you were me, not Mario, here are your... He's asking if I have a picture of Mario. In my mind. In my mind, I do. So let me explain the options, because the first one is, English is my second language, so I didn't know how to write. But that's the first one. What would you do? Right? How do you write that? Well, it doesn't matter. The second one is yield. Yield is one of the ways in which we deal with things when things don't go our way. We yield. That means, in this case, it would have meant, are you okay back there? Yes? Need help logging in? Yes, it's showing you the results. People are already voting. So yield is say yes, but in general, when you are in conflict, yielding means, I really don't want to do that, but okay, let's do what you want, because I really don't want to confront you. And yielding is a conflict management strategy, which is, I'm going to be passive, I let you win, I lose, because I don't want to do that, but I want to avoid confronting you. And then we have confronting Mario. It's actually Mario, not Mario. Confronting Mario, which would be having a difficult conversation with him. Or the last one, find a bridge, because really, if I said no and Mario canceled my contract, I was going to end up without computers, without employees, without company, with big debt, and sleeping under a bridge with only those pink plush mouse covers as shelter. So vote. Oops. I'm trying to go back. All right, so I can't see the voting here. So what's the red? What did most of you voted for? Find the bridge? Yes? Most of you would be finding the bridge. Is that true? Wow, I love that answer because it's so true. That's what happens in real life. most of us just avoid the difficult conversation, avoid the confrontation, and just start trying to find a way to live without what we would have wanted. Okay, I'll take the loss. Do you want to know what I did? Yes. It wasn't finding a bridge, though. I remember Mario. I mean, I was young, you know. What do you do? What do you do? I'm going to tell you what I did, and I'm going to tell you how it was. So, what I did is I sent Mario an envelope with plane tickets to Las Vegas and tickets to a show, the biggest computer show in the world that was called Comdex. Some nerds here may remember. So we went to Las Vegas. I sent him the envelope had the plane tickets, had the tickets to Comdex, and had a letter in letterhead of my company, very official, so he could show it to his boss and his wife. That said, "Dear sir, we are inviting you, we have the pleasure of inviting you to joining us, my company, to this show so that we can together explore the latest in technology so that we can serve your bank better. All expenses covered." What did Mario think? I don't know. But I know what I think he thought. Anyway, I told him I would pick him at the airport in Vegas, and I would land there the day before because I wanted to make some arrangements with my software provider. This was my friend Luke. And he knew what was going on, and he agreed to help me. So he was going to be my chaperone, siempre chaperón, claro, ¿no? And my accomplice. So we picked Mario at the airport, we went to the show, and that night, the three of us went to dinner. We had unos drinquintines. We had some drinks, and then I said, this was the plan, it was already in motion. And then I said, "You're gonna have to excuse me because I have a headache." El viejo truco del dolor de cabeza, ¿no? The old trick. So I left to my room, and my friend Luke took Mario, I don't know where, but he found a beautiful, gorgeous, blonde call girl. I don't remember her name, so we're just going to say Petunia. And introduced Mario to her. So we already knew. That was the plan. Look what's with me. So the next morning, we get together, the three of us, for breakfast. And I told Mario a speech that I had rehearsed like 1,000,000 times that morning alone. Mario, as you have seen, my company can give you anything you want. It's just that I delegate to experts. Good? So, when we came back, we continued to do business with Mario for a long time. I kept my client. And you know what? This is a true story. And I actually, and I like it so much because it's educational. I included in my book, Think in Color, and I use it to show how you can come up with creative solutions to solve problems. How to do it, right? Not only feel that you're stuck in a dilemma, but I use here today because it's a perfect example of how not knowing, being afraid of confronting others, makes us think of convoluted solutions, expensive, gives us tons of stress while we implement them, and it's just because we cannot get ourselves to just go and confront the person. Has that ever happened to you?